Woo! Yes, it's the Veerapen trio, everybody. Woo! Thank you so much for joining us live. Welcome to the inside of Chao Team KL. We are coming to you across all of Chao Team KL's streaming platforms. We've got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But for the best audio visual experience, head on over to our YouTube, click subscribe. If you're on IG right now, just do a little switcheroo. I don't know about you, but this is the first time I'm in my outside clothes. A bit tight, because quarantine weight is a real thing, guys. Where are you streaming from? Is it your dining room, your kitchen, your couch, your bedroom? Tag us at Chao Team KL on Instagram. Let us see your vibe. What's happening tonight? Now, we've got a great performance lined up for you tonight. Of course, we've got the iconic Veerapen and the trio here. We've got Tasnim as well as Cliff. We'll be joined by the Malaysian soulful songbird, Samantha Lune, in just a bit. I'll be catching up with each of them individually as well. So do tag us, send us your questions and everything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're here tonight is because of music. I don't know about you, but in this time of uncertainty and darkness, we got to stay lit. And music is helping me. It's keeping my soul alive throughout this time. Unfortunately, the pandemic is hitting all of us very hard across all industries. And of course, the Malaysian live music scene is no exception. Now, Chao Team KL on a typical night like this will be filled to the brim to enjoy live music. Unfortunately, of course, because of the new normal, we cannot. So we do the best we can. And the reason why Chao Team KL has organized this is to keep the Malaysian live music scene alive with your help. Now, we've started this series since the start of MCO. We've done 33 shows in total, and with each and every one of your gracious contributions, we have collected more than 15,000 ringgit. So thank you so much for all of you who have graciously donated before and all of you who will be donating tonight. Now, if you can afford it and if you're willing, do donate whatever you can. Every ringgit counts over at chaoteam.com. If not, it's cool. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because we've got a great one planned for you. Now, make sure you follow us across all platforms as well. We're going to enjoy some live jazz music and, of course, some soulful tunes. And I'll be talking to each and every one of our performers tonight, like I said. I think that's it. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. Haven't had human contact in a while. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have so much fun. Without further ado, it is my utmost pleasure and honor to introduce to you the Veerapen Trio.
hear any applause, but we're going to have faith and assume that you're all applauding at home. And it is at this particular point in the show that I introduce the musicians, and so I see no reason why that shouldn't be the same tonight. Please give it up for Cliff Wong on drums. Yes, Cliff. And on bass, all the way from Kuching, give it up for Tasneem Bol Hassan. So we began with a tune called With You in Mind, and we're going to do another original. This is called Where He Goes.
Yes, the Michael Veerapen Trio, everybody. If you just joined us, welcome to Chow Team KL. We are streaming to you live. Donate to keep live music alive, chowteam.com. Now, she calls herself a corporate slave by day and a songbird by night. Well, it is nighttime. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Samantha de Lune.
Those fingers in my hair, that sly, come hither stare, it strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it, what good would common sense for it do? Because it's witchcraft, that wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you are aroused and needed me, my heart says yes indeed, and me proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, one that I would never switch, because there's no nicer witch than you. Those fingers in my hair, that sly, come hither stare, well, it strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it, what good would common sense for it do? Because it's witchcraft, that wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you are aroused and needed me, my heart says yes indeed, and me proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, one that I would never switch, because there's no nicer witch than you. Thank you very much. That was Witchcraft by Frank Sinatra. This next tune that we're going to play for you is actually one by Radiohead, but this version that we're playing is actually a Jamie Cullum version. I hope you enjoy it. I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, you're watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, you kill yourself to never, ever stop. You broke another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Trying up in conversation, you'll be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you've got the world all sussed out. They're the ones who spit at you. You'll be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. It's the best thing that you ever had. It's the best thing that you've ever had. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Thank you for the applause, guys. This next tune, we're going to slow things down a little bit. This is one of my favorites by an amazing singer-songwriter by the name of Lian Lahavas. And I think the song speaks about the feelings of being, emotions that come with being in a really, really toxic relationship. And I think many of us can relate to this, myself included. I've probably been in more than one. And yeah, this next tune, this one's called Lost and Found. We're going to continue the set now with a Beatles classic. You're going to recognize this one. And the best part is that because you're all sitting at home, feel free to sing along, man, as loud as you like.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
That was Blackbird by the Beatles. For this next tune, we're going to slow things down again. And this is a really beautiful tune written by this amazing songwriter and singer by the name of Labyrinth. And just a little backstory about this song. This is a song that I've never quite dared to try live. I've always felt that there have been so many great covers by so many singers, even locally. And it's a song that's always intimidated me because the range is so huge, but Michael was asking and asking and asking. And so we're going to do it for you. This next tune is called Jealous.
I'm jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. Oh, I'm jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. Oh, I'm jealous of the wind.
I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back and tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. I'm jealous of the night that I don't spend with you. I'm wondering who you lay next to. Oh, I'm jealous of the night. I'm jealous of the love that wasn't here. Now it's gone for someone else to share. Oh, I'm jealous of the love. I wish you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back and tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. As I sink in the sand, watch you slip through my hands. Oh, as I die here another day, pain, 'cause all I do is cry behind the smile. I wish you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back and tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. We are gonna liven things up a little bit with this next tune. This is a Billie Holiday classic.
Wish I'd forget you, but you're here to stay. It seems I met you when my love he went away. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? Stop haunting me now. Can't shake you no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who knew me well. Might as well get used to you hanging around. Good morning, heartache. Sit down. Good morning, heartache. You old gloomy side. Good morning, heartache. Thought we'd said goodbye last night. I turned and tossed until it seemed you had gone. But here you are with the dawn. Wish I'd forget you. You're here to stay. It seems I met you when my love he went away. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? Stop haunting me now. Can't shake you no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who knew me well. I might as well get used to you hanging around. Good morning, heartache. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Just sit. Sit. Oh, please sit. Sit. Sit down. That was Good Morning Heartache by Billie Holiday. This next tune is a pretty heavy tune. It's a Pink song, a Pink and the Indigo Girls, and I believe this was actually written during the George Bush era. This one's called Dear Mr. President. Michael was just saying today, can you imagine what would they have to write for Donald Trump? Man. But for me anyway, seeing as to how outrageous the political scene has been here at home in KL, in Malaysia,
I think it's pretty relatable for all of us. Yeah, I should stop before I say things that I'm not supposed to say, you know.
Dear Mr. President, come take a walk with me. Let's pretend we're just two people and you're not better than me. I'd like to ask you some questions if we can speak honestly. What do you feel when you see all the homeless on the street? Who do you pray for at night before you go to sleep? What do you feel when you look in the mirror? Are you proud? How do you sleep while the rest of us cry? How do you dream when a mother has no chance to say goodbye? How do you walk with your head held high? Can you even look me in the eye and tell me why? Na na na. Na, 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 na. Dear Mr. President, were you a lonely boy? Were you a lonely boy? How can you say no child is left behind? We're not dumb and we're not blind. They're all sitting in your cells while you pave the road to hell. What kind of father would take his own daughter's rights away? What kind of father might hate his own daughter if she were gay? I can only imagine what the First Lady has to say. You've come a long way from whiskey and cocaine. How do you sleep while the rest of us cry? How do you dream when a mother has no chance to say goodbye? How do you walk with your head held high? Can you even look me in the eye? Let me tell you about hard work, minimum wage with a baby on the way. Let me tell you about hard work, rebuilding your house after bombs took them away. Let me tell you about hard work, building a bed out of a cardboard box. Let me tell you about hard work, hard work, hard work. You don't know nothing about hard work, hard work, hard work. No. How do you sleep at night? How do you walk with your head held high? Dear Mr. President, you'd never take a walk with me. Would you? Thank you.
The way you look,
This is going to be our last tune for the set before we take a little short break. We'll be having a little small interview session happening here during the intermission, and then we'll come back for the second set. This one is a Tony Bennett classic.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you just the way you look tonight. Ooh, with each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh, it wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Ooh, you're lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh, it wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Ooh, you're lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look, just the way you look, just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Thank you very much.
Yes, Samantha Lune and the Michael Veerapen Trio, everybody. Yes. Now, it feels weird that we're talking and singing and performing to virtually no one. But let me assure you, you're getting a lot of emoji claps on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook where this is streaming live. Once again, this is live from Chow Team. This is happening every week, same time, same place. Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Now, the band is going to take a short break while we organize ourselves to get to know Sam a little bit more intimately right now. Now, remember, you can donate. Tonight we'll be here until 11 p.m. We are doing this to keep live music alive. Every ringgit counts if you're able, if you're willing. Graciously, thank you so much. We've raised over 15,000 ringgit so far. All the info you need is at chowteam.com. Now, speaking of the way you look tonight, Sam, you look amazing. Oh, yeah, your mic. Someone just messaged me and said, wow, concert for one, because I was just, at the audience section, and I feel so blessed, actually, to experience this. Now, in the time of it is weird times we're going through, isn't it?
It's definitely strange.
Yeah, live applause is replaced by emoji applauses. For me, like the dance floor has become my kitchen, for example. But real talk, how have you been in MCO? How have you been in lockdown?
If I can be really honest, I would say I might be one of the very few who was really, really thriving during the MCO. I mean, I found that I finally have a lot of time to do a lot of things that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, like what?
And like learning to play the piano again.
Oh yeah, you were just saying before we started you got a keyboard.
I did. So my boyfriend bought me a keyboard because for the first 2 weeks, I had nothing to do at all.
Yeah.
And so for the rest of the time, the rest of the 5 weeks was me just learning how to play again. And I had a really good time doing that.
So you're teaching yourself.
I have great guidance, of course. Michael, I get some tips from him on WhatsApp. And then for the most part, I'm teaching myself through YouTube.
Wow, I mean, that's how everyone is doing it, right? Like, whether it's Basque cheesecake, dalgona coffee, Japanese souffle pancakes. And what songs have you learned to play on the piano?
Oh man, this is a loaded question. So I worked on a couple. I was working on the version of High and Dry that we played just now. That's not going too well just yet, but I'm still working on it.
You're so humble, Sam.
Oh,
It was great. Even the Labyrinth song that you said was a bit challenging to you. I literally had goosebumps
Oh, thank you.
listening to you do it, so I don't know what your reservation was about. But let's get to know you more intimately as a singer, a performer. How did your love affair with music start?
I think for me, it started from my dad, because my dad's like a huge music fan. So since we were kids, I was maybe 3 years old or so, he was always putting on DVDs. Sorry, not DVDs. What do you call it? The
CDs?
VCR? Laserdisc? Yeah, the huge
Like,
one.
what is that?
So we had a Laserdisc player at home, and then we had like a Bee Gees concert, Earth, Wind and Fire,
Wow.
Dave Grusin. So I think it started there. But of course, I never really took it too seriously until very much later, like when I was going into adulthood.
How did you discover that you had this talent for singing?
Singing is a funny story, actually. So I actually went to music college because I figured that I wasn't so great at academics with anything else. And I bought into the lie that music college is easy. It was not. But I went in as a pianist, actually. And one semester in, I decided piano was too hard as a degree, so I figured I wanted to switch to something easier. And back then, to me, of course, easier meant I didn't want to have an instrument to work with, but I didn't realize, of course, how much harder it was actually going to be.
It's like whichever way you turn is like, oh, this is hard, this is hard.
Yeah.
So then you took up vocal. You specialized in vocals in music college? Or?
So we do have to pick a major instrument when we're in college, but for the most part, most of our coursework it's quite a mix of a lot of things. There's audio engineering, there's arranging, and it's not so much performance based solely.
So how did you get into the performing scene?
I think because I was in a music college, and so I had a lot of seniors who took me out to, watch gigs and meet people, and I think that's how it happened.
Ah, okay. Do you remember the very first song that you performed and where it was?
Outside of college, I sang a Brian McKnight song. I sang Back at One, and this was at like my first ever function gig, and I was paid 250 ringgit. But it was free food, and I was really, really happy about it.
Yeah, because it's your first paid gig. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I would imagine if it's like $10 or so, I'm like, yes,
Exactly.
it's an achievement. And then here you are now. You're balancing life between being in your corporate job and singing. But would you want to pursue a career in singing more full time?
I used to do that for so many years, you see, but to me, I've always had this thing where I feel like I don't want to feel like this is the only thing I can do. So I do want to experiment more and try more things. But of course, music is something that I'm never going to get rid of. It's always going to be a part of my life.
I don't think you can even get rid of it, even if you try, because
No.
I don't think you can suppress a talent like yours. Do you write any original songs?
I'm trying. I haven't released anything, but I am trying.
I see, I see. Okay, you know what? In this time, like I said earlier, if you joined us, thank you so much for joining us live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The best audiovisual quality is Chao Team KL's YouTube, of course. Make sure you click subscribe and donate at Chao Team KL. You were saying, I mean, we were talking about the healing qualities of music, and you know, in this time of MCO, a lot of songs has been very healing to me and kept me alive. So I was just wondering, for you personally, has there been one song that has saved you in a way in your darkest moment? Does any song sort of stand out like that for you in the story of your life?
I think to pick one is really difficult, but if I really had to pick one, it would be actually a Bach concerto that I have tattooed on my arm.
Wow, what is it?
So-
It's not, okay, it's explain it to us. Break it down for us.
So this is a Bach double violin concerto in D minor, and this is the second movement. It's largo ma non tanto, which means it's an expression of the music, so it's slow but not too slow. But it's a beautiful tune. I will send you a link and you can check it out. after
Okay,
this.
yes, but why did you decide to get that specifically on your arm? I mean, it must have impacted your life in a big way.
I've been listening to this song since I was like 11 or 12 years old. So this was the one that stuck with me. Yeah.
But is there any meaning behind the line that you got inked onto your body, like slow but not too slow?
Oh no, that's just the expression that it's a musical term that people
Yeah.
use to describe the music. It's not. I mean, there's no lyrics to it, obviously.
Yeah, sure, but is there like this philosophy that you have taken on just from that line, like that it's your life, the way for you?
I hate to disappoint, but no, not really.
No deeper meaning, just love the song and decided that that is
Yes.
the perfect
Pretty
way
much.
to put. Now, you've performed a lot of classics tonight, and you know your voice suits it so much. Do you have a preference when you perform? What kind of song? Contemporary, or you know, classic tunes?
I think it's too hard to pick. Like I said, I love experimenting. I love a lot of things. I really enjoy my gigs, you know, doing songs like these, of course. But I also enjoy playing more modern pop rock songs. I really love those, and I also love ethnic world music. But that's something that I have not really dived into yet.
Yeah, sure. We go through phases with music depending on, you know, the time in our lives, the moments, why we search for certain things. It's sort of like the soundtrack of our lives, isn't it? And what is the soundtrack of your life right now?
The soundtrack of my life.
Of your days in MCO, maybe? Like, for me, it's Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber, Stuck With You. I just get emotional every time I hear that song. I don't know why. Do you have a track like that you know has been keeping you afloat at this time, or something that has stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean,
recently?
over the last few weeks, I've been really obsessed with this Hindi tune from the movie Swadis. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it was an arrangement done specially by the Berkeley Indian Ensemble, and it's actually on YouTube.
All
so that was
right.
something that I've been watching on repeat, because I find it very calming, very healing.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of watching, what have you been binging on? TV series and stuff, you know, like I was hooked on The Last Dance and Tiger King. Are you a big movie, TV series person?
I am, but of course I only start it when I know I have the time.
Yeah.
So I finally caught up with the final season of Grey's Anatomy, and then I did the Tiger King thing as well.
That is, speaking of crazy, again, and enjoy your company in person. But for now, as we cannot do it, yes, we are socially distancing ourselves here and to you at home. And sadly, this is the way we can digest music, not just from the comfort of your home, but now it's about the safety of your home. And make sure you donate at chowteam.com. Do you guys have a mic that you can use? A sterilized mic, of course. Yes, we do. Okay. We're working with a very minimal crew tonight. Once again, if you just joined us, wherever you are, I was looking at the comments. There was someone from Sri Lanka, Singapore, all over the world. Share the links with your friends. We'll be back every week, Friday and Saturday, to keep live music alive through your donations at chowteam.com. Now, I'm going to ask Michael the first question, since you're the OG. How did this trio come about?
Actually, there are various iterations of the Michael Veerapen trio.
Revolving.
Yeah, it's me and two other people. And in this
Michael plus.
plus two.
Yeah.
So I've worked with quite a few musicians, and we've been playing together for a bit.
Yeah.
We're actually called the Kita OK Band.
Kita okay.
Yes, that's
Okay,
right.
specifically to Tasnim and Cliff and you.
Yes.
The Kita
So
okay.
in our little WhatsApp group, we are known as the Kita OK.
How did that name? What's the genesis of this group chat name? I love to know these stories.
A few years ago, we did a nationwide tour as the music director for Harith Iskandar.
Ah, yes,
So
his
he
live
did the Kita
performance.
OK tour.
Okay, I see.
So we were the band.
It was a natural progression. It was
So hence we were called the Kita OK Band.
I see. Was that where you met as well? You just put together for this gig and then, just carried it on.
Cliff and I have been playing for many years, and Tasneem has joined the band in the last 3 years. So, yeah, that's a bit of a story there.
Okay.
The Kita OK Band.
Kita okay, and together we will be okay. Now I gotta ask you one
okay.
final question.
Right.
You have been in the industry for so long. I mean, you're an icon when it comes to the Malaysian jazz scene. It's undeniable. I'm just wondering, what has been the most unforgettable gig that you've ever had in your career?
Well, must have been really forgettable because I can't remember a single one.
It's like MCO, they just all mesh into one.
Yeah, so I believe in the Italian style of driving those days. They used to have a rear view mirror in the old Alfa Romeos, and the rear view mirrors used to be mounted on the dashboard,
Okay.
which means you can't see anything behind.
Right.
And so in this movie with called the Cannonball Run, the Gumball Rally, I think they call it. This guy gets into the car, and he takes the rear view mirror in an Italian car, which you can't see anything out of anyway. He breaks it off and throws it away, and he says, "What's behind is not important." And
What
that is
is behind?
what is behind is not important. And that has been my own mantra in my whole life. What's behind is not important.
Yeah.
The only thing that's important is the next gig
Yes, and the present, of course.
and the present gig.
Zen Buddhism stuff. Okay, let's move on to Cliff. How did you come into music?
Well, I guess the same answer as Sam as well. It's through my father. He's a music enthusiast, actually. I mean, he collects records, LPs, and stuff. And
Like
he's
vinyls?
Yes, vinyls. And he is personally a big audiophile fan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I got brought up to that.
What was
music and
playing
all.
in your household, like Elvis or?
Well, a lot of Beatles. Yeah, a lot of Come Together. That's why I remember, every morning, when I wake up, there's always Come Together.
That's the perfect song to wake up to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like no other better soundtrack to wake up to, right?
Yep, yep.
You know what, Cliff? You have a lot of fans, I noticed,
Oh,
on
wow.
YouTube. They're all like, show the drummer more, show the
gosh.
drummer more. Say hi to your fans. What do you want to say to them?
Well, okay, this is the first. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, God bless, I guess. And stay safe
Alright.
at home. Yeah.
Yes, it's the safest place you can be right now. Now let's move on to Tasneem. You are from Kuching. Is it? No, sorry. Are you from Kuching?
Yeah,
Okay.
from Kuching.
Sorry, I just assumed because someone mentioned Sarawak. How did you come over to the peninsula? What brought you over here? I mean, what
Actually, I'm currently studying at UCSI
Okay.
University.
Mhm.
So that's how I got to KL,
Mm.
and this is my final year.
Okay,
UCSI.
wow.
Yeah.
Big year.
Yep, but it's all online.
All online. Let's get real about that. I've been reading a lot of articles about Zoom fatigue. because you have to maintain eye contact. It just takes more of you to be present on a Zoom call. How is online classes going for you in that sense?
They're going well, I guess, but sometimes it's just the internet connection.
We all know that struggle. And where are you Zooming from? I mean, where are you logged in from to your class? Like in your room, on your bed?
On
You
my
have
bed.
Yeah, I saw this meme that everyone does that. Now, you guys are so young and, so talented. Why jazz? How did you get into it? What made you fall in love with it?
I think it's when I moved to KL. That's when I started to appreciate jazz more, and it was when I met Sir. Then that's when I find out all about Chick Corea, his originals, jazz, his chords, his harmonies. It's like wow,
Mind blowing.
yeah.
Wow, and you guys are so talented. Thank you once again for giving us this beautiful performance. I believe it's time to get to our second set right now. Thank you so much. Once again, this is Tasnim, Clifford, Michael Veerapen of the Michael Veerapen Trio, and we are going to get back to Samantha Lune as well. Once again, if you just joined us, we are coming to you live from Chao Team KL across all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. The best quality for tonight's experience and for the weeks to come is on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell, set a reminder, set an alarm so you tune in and join us every weekend at 9 p.m. Since it's not so safe for you to come here in person, we will bring Chao Team KL to your living room, kitchen, bathroom, wherever you're streaming us from right now. Okay, Alamak, I wanted to ask what can we expect from the second set, but it's okay. We'll just enjoy things as it is. Now, all your comments at this time is extra important. We see the claps. In lieu of having the claps in person, it's extra, extra important. Thank you so much for showing love. And if you want to show us more love, especially to the Malaysian live music scene, this is what Chao Team KL is doing this for, to keep this scene alive. So donate what you can, if you want, to chowteam.com. If not, sit back, enjoy the show. We won't know anyways. And share the links with your friends and family. Okay, are we ready? I've spoken too much. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Michael Veerapen Trio.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a tune I wrote, and I named it after my favorite emoji on WhatsApp. It's called Thumbs Up. And now we like to do a tune that's a little complicated, and it's from my first and only album. Yeah, I only have one album, and it's not even available on Spotify yet, but it should be soon. And this is a song that is called New Joy. One, two. Now we'd like to bring back on stage the star of tonight's show. Please give it up for Samantha Lune.
The hardest thing I've ever done is keep believing there's someone in this crazy world for me. The way that people come and go through temporary lives, my chance could come and I might never know. I used to say no promises, let's keep it simple. But freedom only helps you say goodbye. It took a while for me to learn that nothing comes for free. The price I paid is high enough for me. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I asked perfection of a quiet and perfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find. So here I am with pockets full of good intentions, but none of that will comfort me tonight. I'm wide awake at 4 a.m. without a friend inside. I'm hanging on a hope, but I'm alright. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I asked perfection of a quiet and perfect world, and I'm fool enough to think that's what I'll find. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I asked perfection of a quiet and perfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find.
Thank you so much for joining us back here at our second set. That was Something by the Carpenters. And this next tune is a Judy Garland classic. You're going to know this one.
When all the world is It's a hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smelled like lemon drops, away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
Thank you. We're gonna play you a little bit more of a modern, new age jazz song now. This one is something by Esperanza Spalding, and this is my favorite one actually by Esperanza Spalding.
Don't worry if we fall will never touch the ground. Don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Just fall into a dream. They say if you die in a dream, you die in real life. Well, I just died in your arms, lost in your eyes. And I know this must be a dream, 'cause I feel like I can fly to heaven. They say if you live in a dream, you're hopelessly lost. Well, this ain't just any old dream, for our paths have crossed. And I may be hopelessly lost, but somehow I managed to find heaven. And I won't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Just fall into a dream. La, la, la. We will never fall into the ground. Don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. And don't worry if we fall in love. We will never touch the ground. Just fall into a
Thank you. Next up, we're going to play a musical theater song. This one's written by who I believe to be one of the best musical writers of all time, or just best composers of all time, really. This is something by Stephen Sondheim.
the sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. The morning ends, I think about you. I talk to friends and think about you. And do they know it's like I'm losing my mind? All afternoon, doing every little chore. The thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you. Spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? All afternoon, doing every little chore. The thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you. Spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down. People taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going. Get closer, closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can't come true. You gotta make them happen, it all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day, but things for sure are going my way. Just doing what I do, look out boys, I'm gonna do, 'cause I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, 'cause I'm almost there. I'm almost there. There's been trials and tribulations. You know I've had my share. But I've climbed a mountain, I've crossed a river, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost Thank you. That was Almost There from The Princess and the Frog. We're going to slow things down now for 2 songs before we speed it up again towards the end of our set and end of the night. This next tune is really, really beautiful, old classic by Sting, but this version that we're playing is actually one by Eva Cassidy. I hope you enjoy it. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down, as they lie in fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? You can tell the sun in his jealous sky as we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken.
I never made promises lightly, but there have been some that I've broken. But I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky that we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold.
Thank you. This next one is something from the 90s. And this one goes out to everyone who's missing somebody.
You can reach me by railway. You can reach me by trailway. You can reach me on an airplane. You can reach me with your mind. You can reach me by caravan. Cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. You can reach me by sailboat, climb a tree and swing rope to rope, take a sled and slide down the slope into these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy coat, cross the border in a blaze of home. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, then surely you would be closer.
Michael Veerapen on piano. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, then surely you would be closer. I'll lead you closer into my life. Take me up on a carpet ride. You can make it in a big balloon, but you better make it soon. You can reach me by caravan, cross the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here, just get here I need you right here, right now, right by my side. I need you right here, right now. I need you right here, right now. I don't care how you get here, just get here. I don't care how you get here, just get here. If you get here, just get here. Just get here. Just get here if you can. I like how as the night, goes longer, you guys are getting more and more rowdy back there. This next tune is going to be, this is going to be our second last song. This one is from my favorite musical of all time. This is something from The Sound of Music. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and marmalade mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I feel sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. That was my favorite things from my favorite musical, The Sound of Music. So we've come to that part of the night where this next tune we're going to play is going to be our last song. Thank you so much for joining us here at Chao Team across all platforms on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I cannot see what's going on back there, back home, but rest assured, I'm going to go home and watch and go through each and every comment later on. Thank you so much once again, and thank you, Chao Team, for having us. This next tune is a Natalie Cole classic. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, when, bam, alakazam, I got a look at you. Wonder can I yell timber? Watch out for flying glass. 'Cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout up and hit. This is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky.
the very hypnotizing voice of Samantha de Lune, everybody. And of course, the Michael Veerapen Trio. Thank you so much for tonight and watching wherever you are, from Chennai to Canada to Singapore, right here at home in Malaysia. Thank you so much for your love, your rainbows, your claps, and your donation at chowteam.com. And we'll see you same time, same place next week. Keep your hands clean and your hearts full of love. Bye. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would hug you.